What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll talk about email. Email. It doesn't matter if it's your private email filling up with spam, or if it's in your corporate job or in a business where your email inbox just fills up immediately. And the same is true for a band. Email just absolutely sucks and it feels like you're never gonna keep up with it. It is, however, one of those things that you need to do in order to stay on top of your obligations. But at the same time, it can also be a source of anxiety and procrastination. Trust us, we know. But the reality is that email is an essential tool for just about any business, and it doesn't seem to go away anytime soon. So instead, let's take the reins on it once and for all. Email has become the industry standard for communication, whether it's business to business, B2B communication, or it's business to customer, B2C communication. You probably know this all too well, with the 1,550 emails that you have in your inbox right now, some of them being from businesses that you don't remember purchasing from, or subscription reminders from services you don't remember signing up to. What I'm trying to say is that every business uses email to communicate, and bands are no exception. Whether you're just starting out or if you're an established band already, you're going to need email to communicate with businesses, to process invoices and purchases, as well as for your own customer support. To clarify, there are two main areas where email is important for your band. Business to business, and under this, procurement and invoicing, business to customer. Let's go through each of those and see why it matters for a band. Email is the primary form of contact when it comes to formal communication between businesses. Of course, there are situations where a company representative is open to talk on DMs on social media. But in the end, the exchange of contracts or the formal decision making usually happens on email 99% of the time. The main reason for this is that email is still the best tool we have for organizing and tracking external communication, by virtue of also being the oldest and most widely used one. In virtually every email provider there is, such as Outlook, Gmail, and so on, there are options for tagging, indexing, scheduling, and archiving emails, which is part of the reason why it provides so much functionality for a business. Aside from that, there is also the option of forwarding emails to easily add context or transparency to an ongoing correspondence. Try and compare this to your average chat service like WhatsApp or Instagram DMs, and you'll quickly realize the lack of organizational tools in those platforms. You simply cannot begin to organize your ingoing or outgoing messages in any useful way. And quite frankly, it's a hassle to even begin to get an overview of what's going on in there. When it comes to business email, we're going to distinguish a little bit between the types of businesses that you'll interact with. Some businesses will relate more to you as a band and musicians and the services that you provide, as well as services that you as a musician need from other businesses. And this could be related to your music and intellectual property. And a few examples of such businesses could be promoters and venues, booking agencies, record labels, managers, producers and mixing/mastering engineers, PR agencies. These are the types of businesses that you definitely don't want to mess up your communication with, as it can have very real consequences for your band and your careers. You want to stay super tidy and super clear when it comes to managing this kind of communication. And email is by far the most useful tool to do this. And then there are the types of businesses where you are placing orders on goods or services. And this is also called procurement. In procurement, we're more or less disregarding the fact that you're a band, and instead we look more at it like you're a business that is sourcing some goods or services for redistribution. Some examples of businesses that relate to your band's procurement could be car rental companies or tour bus services, merchandise printers, music stores, online or physical. For these types of businesses, email is usually the preferred means of communication, with a few exceptions. If you're ordering specialized merchandise from a site like Alibaba, then you might be using their integrated chat platform for all the communication. But if, for instance, ordering from a regular print shop, you'll definitely be using email for this. The next type of communication that you'll run into as a band is B2C, which is direct to customer. This includes communicating with them on email about purchases that they've made or just general inquiries. Additionally, you can use email to advertise directly to your fan base using something like email marketing. Here are the two most common ways that a band communicates with their fans and customers: orders and customer service, email marketing, and newsletters. Let's have a look at each of those. As is the case for any other business that sells physical products online, your band will also be communicating with customers about purchases that they've made. This includes questions about your shipping times and options, changes made to an order or returns, or just general questions about your web shop. Email is by far the best way to manage this type of communication, as your customers can reach out directly on your email forms on your website or directly to your email address, and you can keep track of the communication and follow up as needed. Next, your band will be using email marketing and newsletters to communicate with fans and customers. Email is one of the only organic advertisement tools left, meaning that you're not going to be paying for customer acquisition or for the ability to advertise to your customers, which is the case for social media, for instance. As your band progresses, you can start collecting your customers' email addresses, and you can also collect email addresses from newsletter signups on your website. And this means that you can directly advertise to them about new product launches, about tour dates, or about whatever your band is up to. Email marketing and newsletters can be done through third parties such as MailChimp, or it can usually also be done directly through your web shop. But in the end, it will be emails that are the medium, and it's still a highly effective way to advertise to your fans. Other ways of communicating with fans and customers through email could, for instance, be just regular fan mail or questions about your touring schedule and so on. However, this is by far most common on your social media platforms, and it rarely occurs through email. I hope this video gave you an idea of how email relates to your band and how important it is to manage it effectively. If you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. You can also find the video as a written article on our website, which is linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.